YouTube found community, Weezer fans, random people on the internet. My name is Giggens, and we are here today to talk about the fourth part in Weezer's EP series throughout 2022, Winter. Look at this thing. What an attractive snowy cover. It's a snowy day as I'm filming this right now, so I figured this is perfect. Weezer Winter. Can't believe I forgot to cover this in 2022, but here we are. Weezer put out these series of EPs throughout 2022 based on the seasons. You have spring, you have summer, you have fall, autumn as they call it, and winter. Each record trying to encompass that feel of what each season kind of represents. So the summer one is a little bit more fiery. There's more kind of rock and roll moments on it. The spring one has a sort of fresh, growing feeling. Autumn gets a little bit darker, and winter is a little bit more reflective and moody. And I've enjoyed all of them immensely since they came out. Definitely a really cool project for them, and all the record releases that came out in 2023 throughout the year. So this one came out only about a month or two ago. So it's nice to finally have this on vinyl, but this project is something they've never done before. And I remember hearing about it way back in the day, a few years ago, before they fully put these things out. And I remember thinking at first they wanted to put out full-length albums, and I was like, well, that's ambitious, but the EPs work. And definitely, you can imagine what this thing would sound like, what the whole project would sound like, having picked the best songs from each record to make one album. But I kind of like that each EP has its own flair and its own flavor. So, my opinion, that's all. This thing opens up with I Want a Dog, and it's a really sweet, gentle song full of acoustic guitars and really just nice vocals from Rivers. It's probably one of the most endearing and cute songs about wanting a friend who won't judge you. You know, there's one part in the song where he's like, I'm just tired of humans. It's like, just want to be with a dog or just wants to accept me for who I am. He'll never judge me. He'll never make fun of me, like that kind of feeling. It really works well. It's cool because the song does build up in its moments, and it does have almost a Blue Album feel at some point with a really soaring guitar solo that follows the vocal melody, which is something they've done a bunch of times in the past, but it just works and it shreds. So this song is super dynamic, going from cute acoustic guitars and really sweet vocal to just jamming and rocking, something Weezer's really good at. Iambic Pentameter, this song comes up next, and I really love how the sections connect together on this song. There's different moments and different feelings that just kind of either fall into each other or have like a dead stop and then the next thing starts. It keeps your ears perked up the whole way. The acoustic bridge part is really nice, that you and me together part before it falls into the seasons come, seasons go. And then it goes into this epic, frenzied, manic, charged up rock and roll frenzy, completely shifting gears, then falling back into the chorus that's instantly an earworm as well. Lots of changes in this song, but it really works well. And then Basketball comes up next, and I really love the gritty guitars on this thing. Pat's super steady drums and the verses with their acoustic guitar work is a nice little touch. I think it's a song about looking for someone to be on your team. You can't throw the basketball to yourself. You need help. You gotta bounce ideas off somebody else. You get close to finding people that might be on your team or on your side, but ultimately the person who's in the song, whether it's about Rivers or just someone he's writing about, comes close to those moments of finding somebody but realizes it's not going to work. And kind of a heavy song. Sheraton Commander comes up next, and this is easily one of the most ambitious and bizarre songs Weezer's ever put out. It's fascinating in that it almost has like a sort of Simon and Garfunkel storyteller vibe, but it's also dramatic and sweeping and full of military drums. And the guitar solo sounds like an old army song. Huge string section, sort of an epic song that builds and then disappears. Just lost into the night, just disappears. Very interesting song from them. I don't know if it's one of my favorite things they've ever put out, but that song in particular is just one to give a listen to. We start side two with Dark Enough to See the Stars, and this song is also another instant earworm. It's just like got this bouncy up and down kind of feel, kind of a waltzy vocal melody. It instantly sticks in your head. I love the harmonica bits. Definitely an old school Weezer kind of trait. It's a song about looking up at the stars and just kind of getting lost in the whole humanness of it all and questioning existence and why we're all here and what we're supposed to do all those really heavy feelings that, sometimes the stars kind of brings that out and you kind of look up into space and be like, wow, what the hell is out there? Do we know anything? It's one of those songs. The One That Got Away, this is such a cool song. I really love how this one also sticks in your head, but those stop rhythms that kind of jump up here and there, the really good rock stop rhythms. And it's talking about missing someone. It's one of those, like, the one who got away kind of feel, which is what the song is about. It's a really cool song. I love the drama. I love the emotion. It's super quick. It's super catchy. Sticks with you. Cool song. Why Don't You Get Me comes up next. Interesting song that picks up dynamically. River's vocal on this one sounds really sort of raw and dry production-wise, which is cool. The drums are super solid, and there's definitely this anxious feeling that permeates throughout the whole thing. And that kind of blends well to this sort of happy, sad feel in the chorus, where like lyrically it's sort of a longing type of song, but musically it sounds kind of happy. And that combination is always sort of one that hits you differently because you're feeling different things at once, and I like that emotion. And the last song on here, The Deep and Dreamless Sleep, this is one of those songs that Weezer should be really proud to have written. This one is, again, cheery and optimistic and sort of hopeful, the way it bops along. A song about sort of checking out and going inside yourself for a little while. And I really enjoy how this thing grows. Another one with more abrupt changes that happen. This thing is full of changes throughout the entire album, EP, I guess. It's got this Only in Dreams epic build-up throughout the song. You're kind of near the end, but good chugging rock, excellent solo sections, a song to be really proud of. It's well constructed, it's well performed, it's memorable, and those are hard things to do. When a song changes a lot, it's hard to keep an interest going, because sometimes people just kind of go and meander and just jam. But this one has really well thought out sections that bring you back to sort of a main motif, if you will. But really enjoy this one a lot. They've been doing this one live, which is cool. Here's the back cover. This record, I was trying to compare all four of these EPs together to see if I liked one more than the other. And this one for me definitely has a really awesome, cohesive sort of feel to it. There's enough dynamics throughout this whole thing that make it blend together really well without being too many different ideas at once. Each sort of different shift that it goes through has that same sort of resolve. So no matter how many times they split off from one main idea and jam for a while, either electric or acoustic or military marching drums or whatever they pop up with, it always comes back to that return. And a lot of the songs on this record have that feel. Whereas the other songs on the other records, there's moments of things like that, and there's moments where some songs might blend well with another one, but there's just enough on those albums to keep things sounding sort of different throughout the whole thing. This one really does feel almost like the most cohesive, and again, I might change my mind if I put on the Autumn album tomorrow. I'm like, oh, this one's really good. I do love the Autumn album a lot. But Winter, I feel like this one didn't get a whole lot of talk about when this one came out, so I don't know. Let's talk about Weezer's Winter. For me, this is probably a 7 or 8 out of 10. I really, really enjoy it. I just wish there was more. It's 8 songs. It's almost a full album from them. It's only 2 songs short of a full record. So realistically, it's almost a full Weezer album. I like it a lot. I like this project. I like what they were doing with it. It's something different for them. They're just trying new things, putting out as many songs out there as possible. And who knows what they're going to put out next. I have a feeling 2024 is going to bring a new album from them at some point, so we'll find out. Anyways, this is Weezer, SZNZ Winter. I'm going to give this thing an 8 out of 10. Why not? Let me know what you guys think about this thing in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care of yourselves. Bye.